In this section, we're going to look at the various hardware and software components that make up a digital audio workstation. Now, a digital audio workstation, or a DAW, is just really kind of a general term to describe a system that you use to work with digital audio. It can be as simple as a piece of software, just a single standalone piece of software, or it can involve a lot of different components, computer, external A to D converters, really high-end equipment. It can include a big control desk or a large recording console. It can also be a standalone unit that doesn't use a computer at all. It can be a desktop device. In a nutshell, a DAW is what you make it. And in the next few chapters, we're going to talk about all the different components that come into play or can come into play individually. So in the next several chapters, we're going to cover all the different components that you'll find in DAWs. In this section, I just want to give you a quick overview of these different components, how they fit into the system, and kind of look at how they work together. So you'll have sound sources, things like sound in the air, voices, musical instruments. You'll also have digital sources like, wave files, sound effects files that you're bringing in. You'll use microphones to capture sound sources. You'll also have line level sources, things like drum machines or synthesizers. You'll use a lot of cables and connectors to connect these things, and there's quite a few different ones out there. Plugging stuff in isn't that hard, but identifying the right cable and connector the first time and kind of making sure you have the right cables and connectors, it helps a lot. There's also the mixer, which we'll look at hardware and software versions of. This is a way to kind of help you route all your audio signals to and from your computer. Then you'll see computer audio interfaces, and this is a piece of hardware that lets us get analog sound to digital and vice versa, in and out of the computer. Typically, you'll have an adjustable inputs for microphones or other analog sources, a way of transferring digital data to and from a computer, probably be a USB or FireWire, and also outputs for connecting speakers and headphones. Then, once we get things into the computer, we'll deal with actually putting the data on a hard disk and then software to work with that data, or a recording software application. You can use this software to record or capture digitized audio. Once we get the digitized information into your computer, we'll record it on the hard disk, and then we'll use recording software or digital audio application to manipulate that sound. It's what's able to kind of see that information on your hard disk as actual sound. We'll use this to record, edit, playback, manipulate, and produce audio. Finally, we'll feed our monitors, which are not flat screen panels, but they're actually speakers. In audio, that's always the case. Monitors referred to listening back, and devices like headphones and speakers. So your computer audio interface or mixer will have outputs to your monitors. In the next movie, we'll look at the signal flow in a typical digital audio workstation.